You gotta listen up. There's not a thing that I can't get from you. Boy, I don't need that much. How can I tell you what I wanna do? I never needed you to give me things. I never needed gifts or diamond rings. All I ever need, all I ever need is here with you. There's a place where we can go, where it's always shining like the snow. Listen to your heartbeat, don't you know that I just wanna be with you? Baby, there is a place where we can go, where it's always shining like the snow. Listen to your heartbeat, don't you know that I just wanna be with you? Oh, oh.
Hello and welcome to On Ice Perspectives Live, the show that brings you the skater's point of view. Today we will be watching Figure Skating in Harlem's 2019 ice show, She Rises, a skating tribute to the great women who changed the world. And we'll be joined live by some of the amazing coaches and skaters who helped make that show possible. So without further ado, let's introduce them. Here they are. Hi, Vashti, Katie, and Victoire. You're on Ice Perspectives Live. How are you?
Great.
Good. Hi.
Hi, everyone. Excited.
Thank you so much for joining us. I also want to welcome our audience who are watching this live along with us. We have a few members already stating where they're from. We have Kira from North Carolina, Lottie watching from Holland, and Kristen from New York City.
Nice.
So tell us for a second a little bit about the organization Figure Skating in Harlem, because I want everyone to know what you're about and why watching this show is going to be so important.
Absolutely. I can speak on just from the background of the organization. It's in its 22nd year, which is just amazing. And it started from a very small group of skaters who used to skate in Central Park with its founder, Sharon Cohen. And then it grew to this massive organization that's kind of transformed how we view skating, especially in Harlem, and what that looks like for the community. And we have 200 skaters. They range from grade 1 to grade 12. And then we kind of progress them through into college, and then they come back and they're alum. So I think it's great. I've been with the organization personally for 3 years as skating director, then creative director, and I'll let Katie kind of chat about her realm because she was there for a lot longer than me, and Victoire is a skater as well.
Yeah, I've been with the organization now. I'm going into my 7th year. I'm a coach. I coach the group lessons, and then also I have a little skating team with my co-coach Kristen. We coach they're around 10 now. They started at 6. And actually, my first synchro experience was with Victoire. I coached her when she was, how old were you? Like a little?
Little,
like,
very little.
Very little.
At least 9, yeah.
And I've loved it so much, and I love the girls. And Victoire makes it awesome.
Well, yeah, I'm Victoire. I'm one of the skaters. I've worked with both these coaches, and they're amazing. I definitely feel like watching the program, I feel like it brings it all together, and it kind of shows you what our program is about. Like that experience of allowing the girls to get their time to like shine in the light and like have fun and put together everything that they've learned thanks to these coaches and so many more, and just displaying their emotion and just like all that hard work. I feel like it really pays off in those moments when we see those programs. So thank you to you guys.
Thank you, Victoire.
Our mission is to build champions in life.
You see.
Which I think they are. You're an example, Victoire.
100%.
Well, I'm really excited that we'll all get to watch the ice show together. I know I got to film this with a live audience back then, but now we don't know when we'll be able to have a live audience for a skating show again. So I think this is just a great way to bring more people into the realm of what Figure Skating in Harlem does and this gorgeous show. So without further ado, let's start the show. So we're starting with some footage that I filmed right before the show started. This is some rehearsal. If you guys want to have any
The final
notes.
countdown. It's like, you know, when you're competing and you got your warm up and it's the last seconds to like polish everything.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like when we see like women, it makes me like less nervous when you're out in the open ice, but there's no one there, so you could just like practice and like get all the jitters out.
Exactly. If you notice at the side, because it was such a warm winter day in New York, we were kind of fretting because it was so wet. So they put tarp down, and it was all like last minute, but it all came together as it always does, and it was just a beautiful thing.
I think it was close to 60 that day.
And the girls just like, they're so unfazed by it. They're like, yep, we're good. We'll skate around it.
Which it did.
Oh, our opening number.
So cute.
So these girls are from each of our age groups. So we have stars, pros, champs, and leaders, and they represent different grades really in school because it aligns with the academic programming. And we had them do an overlay of spoken word, just, you know, talking about all the great things and the great movement that women have kind of pioneered. And it was just, look at Patricia, she's living it.
Oh, the dresses are just the best. When you just like, they're flowy and they go with your movement. So beautiful.
They were, weren't they? The girl. I love that you girls have so much input with all of the outfits we have.
Yes.
You know what like dress rehearsal week is like. Everyone has their feelings.
Exactly.
I can say a lot about that.
Yeah, definitely. We're always like super nervous, and we usually like don't like it. We're like, wait, let's just go with the music. We'll just go with my spin. We'll just go with the movements. But definitely, Ms. Bashi's been like super understanding with like the costumes and like making it work for us. So definitely, you end up loving it by the time.
Yeah, thank you for that, Bashi. You're always asking. Yeah,
Like it.
and this is like their thoughts.
It's like a vision, right? You see it, but until it all comes together,
right?
You have to convince. Oh, these are little babies.
Little star. Little Jane Goodall.
Jane Goodall. Having them like try to pronounce anthropologist is the cutest thing in the world.
Oh my gosh.
6-year-olds.
So cute. I can't.
I can barely say that word.
I cannot.
So we mashed up bare necessities from the Jungle Book because, you know, Jane Goodall was such a pioneer with like animal conservation, especially with like orangutans and monkeys and gorillas. And then, of course, Katy Perry, because we have to have a little pizzazz in there.
Of course. They were so cute in their outfits when they got on. They were so excited for their numbers too. It's just too
little
cute.
Shael's tutu.
Oh,
he's
my
so little.
Too. Long and their tutus flopping from behind.
I know. Shout out to our coach, Miss Sabra, for hemming all of those. She was there with the sewing machine in our academic office, making sure that they stayed afloat.
Definitely.
Oh my gosh.
I can't. They're just so cute.
That was their favorite part, just to roll.
Yes.
I know. We were all in the front watching right there. Right at us.
Can I just say also, Jordan's capturing of this is amazingly unobtrusive because the girls were like completely unfazed and it was just beautiful to watch because I had this notion that they would be so aware, but because Jordan's such a great skater, they were more in awe of his skating. It was so cute. They're like, wow, who is this? But they also like want to get their showtime, so they'll look at the camera.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I made them work for the camera a little bit because
Yeah.
I hadn't filmed any rehearsal of the show yet. I literally flew back from Europe the day before the show, so I hadn't had a chance to see anything. And I was just like watching the show. This is me watching the show for the first time too.
You are amazing. Like, Jordan did not get off the ice the entire time. And he's doing like beautiful slaloms, and Ed just were like, oh my gosh, has he seen this before?
Yeah.
No, I just enjoyed watching it so much.
Oh, Cheyenne, she's one of our seniors. She graduated this season.
Icon. Love her.
Class of 2020 had it hard this year.
Yeah.
They did. They weren't able to.
Even like
she's
despite
off
that,
the
just
house.
like her skating, amazing.
I think that's the beautiful thing about the program is like the aspect of sisterhood that you don't often get in an individual sport because it is so competitive, where our little girls are just like in awe of our older girls and they like aspire to be them. And that's like, I don't know, it gives me chicken skin because it's such a beautiful thing.
I love that. I love how the little girls, they get so excited anytime they see any of the seniors or any of the older girls. They're like, I gotta see Cheyenne. I gotta see Cheyenne. They're screaming and cheering them on. It's so cute. And that last day to see them crying, like for the seniors.
I know.
So like, bittersweet.
This program was beautifully done by Yasmin Camp. She's also a synchro coach of ours, and she was a senior synchro skater, and she just brought it to life.
Definitely. I definitely feel like the coaches, they do a good job of when working with us, especially on like solos or especially like really like smaller programs where it's like one person or only two. They do a good job of helping us like express our emotion through those skills. Like you can see like how much Cheyenne is like feeling the music and feeling the movements of it, and it's not too like forced that she's like doing something uncomfortable. It just seems so like natural and like flowy. Yeah.
Beautiful.
She's like running to do quick change.
Oh yeah, those background quick stages.
We had like 2 minutes to get your whole dress off, your other one on. Oh my gosh, the little Harry Potter.
Yes, this is my favorite little, my little
love
one scene. My favorite. I love this.
With the little buns. Oh.
Thanks, man.
Where Vosh, you have to tell the story on what you wanted to do with the wands, but it worked out.
Oh. So initially I was really nervous about the wands because it's hard to skate with props just generally, and during programming we have so many girls on the ice that you can't always work with it because you know what kids are like. If one has it, then all of them want it, and we only had a couple of wands for this group. So I thought initially, okay, I'll tie it to them, but I'm like, no, because I don't know, you want them to be a bit more fluid. I had an idea that I wanted a Quidditch match, so that we'd have like the older skaters with like a fishing pole with a little Quidditch flying around, but it seemed a bit too extra.
That would have been so cute though. It would have been a whole movie scene.
A whole movie scene. I love that they like, oh, little Scarlett. She's our littlest. She lost her 2 front teeth prior to this. And just her talking about how excited it was the cutest thing I could ever see.
I love also how you spazzed up John Williams. You made it like hip hop.
Yep, you have to.
Yeah. Did a little trap remix.
Yeah. They get so excited for it.
Yeah.
Look at them go.
I love this part.
They're just flicking the wands.
Oh, the attitude. I love it.
Hand on the hip.
Always.
I loved it.
I guarantee those cute little outfits will be used at Halloween at some stage.
Yes.
Definitely. I'm sure they already have been.
Yeah.
They have it planned.
They have it planned. That was Coach Jordan Dinwiddie's Stars group. She did a great job because that was a really big class.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, and a lot of them, this was their first season. So to even like, and I know Victoire, you can speak on this, from going at the very beginnings of like swizzles and pumps to performing in front of everyone with the dress and music.
Yeah,
that
it's very
whole.
Yeah, it's way different from just like rehearsing. Like it's not just you like joking around. Like you can make a couple of mistakes. Especially when you have like
Yeah.
family. Like you really want to impress everyone and like show what you've learned. So I definitely think that Coach Jordan did a good job of like not having them be so shy about it. Like they were so comfortable
Yeah.
doing it, and it seemed like they were like actually excited to be in the program and have themselves like in the costume. So definitely when it comes to like little ones, that type of like energy, adding that to the programming helps so much and
It
like
does.
confidence. Yeah.
I love
Oh
the
my gosh.
this one. I'm
Gloria
sorry.
Steinem. So these girls were honoring Gloria Steinem, which they also happened to go and see the musical that was highlighting her life, which I just think is the greatest thing that you can kind of piece together what you're learning in the academic center, how you do it on the ice, and then actually get an understanding of, female history, because she
Right.
really changed the game.
And that's one
And
thing that I love that figure skating and Harlem does, that interactive learning. Because I learn better when you really understand, and I love how they go on field trips, and then you incorporate that into the show. And
exactly.
um,
Like our career week, the girls get to go to like amazing places, right?
yeah,
Pimco and Disney, and I think
and
they went to BET this season.
Yes, I remember that. My friend Emily told me about it. She loved it.
Yeah, I really wanted that outfit just to
All those
like
sequins.
wear
All those sequins.
all the sequins.
when I used to skate, that used to be my favorite part. I would want to dress in full sequins.
Full
Yes.
sequins.
Yes.
Victoire!
Synchro
Oh, Victoria's
queen.
on. There she
Yeah.
comes. Oh, Michael Jackson. Did you love this program, Victoria?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I've been listening to Michael Jackson since pre-K, and like to do a program just like this like slow and not always super upbeat, but like giving us like slow, like emotional programs so we can really showcase our skill was like amazing. Coach Jordan and Vivian did an amazing job.
Vivian,
Like, a-
yeah.
yeah.
And you guys improved so much.
Yeah, throughout that
Yeah.
season, it was just better and better and better and better.
If anyone's curious, the girl in the only black skate, that's me.
I remember because
I was
Victoire
standing
has
out.
size
Yes.
11 skates. So
Mhm.
when she came to me the first time, she was 12, going into nearly size 12 skates. And I was like,
Yeah.
we're going to hit up some Black Jacksons. How do you feel about that? She's like,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes. Of course.
You're gonna rock them either way.
Oh, wow.
Now this group is mostly middle schoolers, right?
Yeah.
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 That was middle school.
The rhythm really worked for this group. Music is such a big part of kind of like aligning skater with technique. And I
Yeah.
think Katie can especially speak on this. Like, you look at your skater, you kind of figure out how they move, what they kind of connect with, and then choosing the music is generally like the last thing you do once you've gotten to connect with the skater. And I think your coaches, Jordan and Vivian, in this piece really showcased that, which was great.
I mean, definitely when you pick the music, it's based off what we know about the girls and how they're gonna skate to it. And
Yeah.
I'm sure that plays a big part with how you decide, Boshi, handing out music to the different groups. I think you do a really good job.
Yeah. That's kind of my favorite part, just to get a library of music and then you like try to, I don't know, I like to layer things. So like if I'm doing something, for example, like the Gloria Steinem, it was about girls want to have fun and it was that era of female empowerment. So you have to kind of try and intertwine it all. Oh, Marie Curie, she was an amazing chemist and physicist. I don't know if many people know about her. She kind of revolutionized radioactivity, which we use in most
Everyday life.
medical realms. So
Yeah.
Right.
the girls initially had no idea, but then like you give them little quests to go and research who they're representing, and I think that gives them a little sense of pride as well to tribute them.
Yes, definitely.
I'm so proud of Zaida in this one because I remember she was so nervous, but she wanted to do
Yes.
so bad.
I remember me and Akira, she was like, oh, but like she's an older girl and I don't want to mess up and I should be upset because it's her last year. She literally, we had her like, we're like, no, you're going to do amazing. You learned all these things. Like, don't be nervous. And she just flowed right into it, like, beautifully. So proud of her.
I love that you girls like give each other a little pep talk when there's
Yeah.
like even a little sense of second guessing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, she really brought it to the table. And she was like, because we have like little in-house auditions for solos.
Right.
And she was so nervous, but when she like the music came on, she brought it. And then when we told her she had it, she like started to cry. She's like, really? Yeah. And I'm like, oh, this is just like a win in life, you know?
Right.
So she'll take that on and take that into the world with her.
Right.
I love these simple, flowy dresses.
Yes.
So
They just look
pretty.
so nice.
Sometimes the simplest ones are just so pretty.
Thank you, Weissmans, for the dance dresses.
Shout out to Weissman.
Yeah, they're so inclusive with their sizing and like length as well. Because you know, like, I don't know, back in the day, my skating skirts were short. I
Very
just think that was the style. And now I think we've really like seen fashion change in skating, which is cool.
But it's so funny, like when we used to skate with our super short dresses, right? I would be a little self-conscious, like, this is so short, pulling it down. And even now, like when they get a slightly shorter skirt, they're like, oh, why is this so short?
I know.
We don't.
And then unitards came in. I was like, wow, unitards. Oh, CJ Walker.
Yes.
I feel like a lot of people will know her story after Self-Made came out on Netflix.
Yes.
And they had like this long weave that we braided into like a long braid so they could Willow Smith it. They loved it so much.
Yeah,
I remember Claire trying to space them out so they didn't hit each other with the braids.
Oh my gosh. Every time they got their extensions in, the amount of confidence, like they'd walk into the locker room like it was theirs. And I was like, yes, I need that energy when you skate. It was so cute.
Exactly. And that's so what we wanted because CJ Walker was about empowering women of color to love their hair because it gives you just this sense of confidence. And it really, you just saw that with the girls. Once they had that in, they walked around, their whole demeanor changed. It was so great. It was, oh, here they go. I remember Clay go, spacing girls. Oh, Wormy, she's giving it life. I think she caught sight of her family, and she's just like, yes.
I love when they spot their
parents. Yes.
It's so cute.
Again, totally unfazed. Jordan's capturing every angle, and they're just born performers.
They don't
great.
even know.
So cute.
Jordan, I have to ask, like, I honestly, like, just from a strength perspective, having that equipment and carrying that, you must be like, because as a skater, not a pair skater or whatnot, I had zero upper body strength. It was all like lower body strength. So watching you out there filming was just insane.
When I'm happy, when I'm doing something I love to do, I don't have a limit, I feel, sometimes.
Adrenaline kicks in and you're just like in the moment.
Just being on the ice feels like home to me. I feel like I can activate any muscle I want to when I'm skating. So
that's so great. It's a skating mentality, right? Like the smell of the rink, the flow, the wind. I miss it so much. I miss rinks being open.
Yes.
Christina and Yasmin did such a good job. I love it.
Tina Turner.
They killed.
Loved it.
So this was a really good mix of our middle schoolers and high schoolers that were at similar skating levels.
Right.
Wow. Thank you, girl. Oh, man.
And that's a massive group of girls. Oh.
A couple of girls have graduated, right?
Yeah, Ariel Clark, she's off to Howard.
Yeah.
She's class of 2020. Who else have we got? Kayla. We have a lot of grade 11ers.
That's so amazing.
Oh, I get transfixed watching them. You get really nostalgic.
Yeah. Because I just remember screaming from the bleachers. Just being right under the bleachers. I remember just screaming, but not wanting the parents to see me. So I was just like, yes! I was trying to be quiet.
It's so cute. The girls sneak out from like the dressing room areas to watch like their
Yeah.
friends skate.
There would be a pile of them trying to look through
Yeah.
the little paper cracks.
Yes! Oh my god.
We were so like grateful that it wasn't like a rainy day because we train mainly at Riverside and Alaska, and they're both like semi and permanently open air rinks. So you always like pray to the weather gods. Let's make sure it's cold and not rainy.
Rolling in the river.
Yep. I like how this program like got more exciting as the music builds. Yeah, Yasmin's fantastic. We have one girl, Ela Epperson, who also graduated this season, 2020, is going off to Adrian, and she's doing collegiate synchro. And for us in a program that is not necessarily within the USFS system as competitive skaters in singles, but in synchro, it's just been amazing to watch the girls go on after they graduate into like collegiate synchro, which is just...
They love it.
Yeah. I think it's so cool that schools in America have that even.
Yeah.
They run off. Oh my
I
god.
love the wig. The wig.
The wigs.
That hair was everywhere.
Like, they did not understand until I showed them Yayoi Kusama, who is just a phenomenal... So the poor thing lost her wig. She's running. She's like, I gotta get in line. They're like, Miss V, why are we wearing these wigs? We don't get it. I'm like, she is such a great artist. She revolutionized how we look at patterns. And like, now you ask any of them about Yayoi Kusama and they will tell you everything. We have to keep the wigs in like this little dressing room area that we have stationed before they get on the ice. Ugh. Pinning them in.
I remember that.
Shake your head, shake your head.
The quick last minute checks. Put it on.
100%.
Shake. Good.
Even then, this could come off.
So this was like Gwen Stefani's Sweet Escape. And this album of Gwen Stefani, I don't know if you know, I was such a No Doubt fan, so I loved her. She had so much inspiration from Japanese culture, so I was like, oh, this will work for this phenomenal artist. And it's such a fun song. You can't help but bop. Little Gloria and those tutus.
This one, right, Foster?
Pardon?
You and Vivian did this number.
Yeah, Vivian and I did this number.
Oh,
We're like the drama. Infinity mirrors.
I love the look at her posing at the end.
Gloria's like to the last second. She's like, I am not moving.
I loved it.
Oh, they're amazing. I miss them so much. Oh, they got the bow down.
I like all these different colors.
Yeah.
I love them playing with their like fake hair. They just be like,
Yeah.
while they're waiting, they're just
See?
playing with their hair.
Then we have our little Cleopatras.
I love this program also.
He's so cute.
I love to go into Rachel's class and do it with them, and they
Yes.
say, "Katie,
Hi, Katie, do you want to see me do
right."
my Cleopatra? So this was MIA, the artist MIA. She had a really cool track that had like cool Egyptian vibes.
Right.
Those costumes are on point.
And then the bangles. They love their necklaces. Oh, Mari's like looking straight at you, Jordan. She's like, did you get me? Did you get me?
Get my angle.
Yeah. So these are also our little stars. A couple of them now are pros. Oh, Jade and her little Beelman.
So cute.
Rachel was great at doing choreo, having them do a little highlight. Oh, she loves that.
They love when they get little highlights.
Yes.
Time to shine.
The best part of the show.
Nyla.
Too cute. I can't.
That actually looks quite
Rachel's
challenging.
She's like, be a sand dune, be a sand dune.
This is a good day for the audience, though, because normally they're freezing.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
it's nice.
Yeah.
To have long sleeves. That's always like the question of the girls. So how cold is my dress?
Oh yeah, they always ask that.
Always
I
ask
think we
that.
asked that before Victoire.
Yes, yes. I'm like, so this dress, okay? I know it's beautiful. I know the color, but how cold shall I be? You know, how long am I gonna try to take that blanket from you before I get on ice? You know?
Yeah, you guys, we wrap you up nicely before you get on.
Yes.
All those 20 blankets, and then 30
They're just left
seconds
there.
before it's like.
And then they're like, yes, I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Oh,
I love
there's
the coaches at
Rachel.
the end.
Yeah. Coach
So
station.
excited, like seeing them in the middle. I'm always running back and forth. I gotta get.
Oh, these are your girls, Katie, Rosa Parks.
I did this with Katie. I it was awesome. We had an audition. It's gonna be the little parks in the middle, and everybody did like Corey the best. She even had hairstyle like she was just like her,
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
and it was.
And she like memorized her speech.
Yeah,
That was
she was another one who was shy, even though she has so much personality. She's like, I don't know. I was like, Corey, you can do this. And so she came back one day and she was like, Katie, I talked to my mom. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna be brave now. She said something like that. It was the cutest thing ever.
Oh my gosh, I
She
love
had it
that.
memorized. She had so much sex. Never would have known.
Yes.
And I love her all. There's so much personality.
Yeah, if you know Corey is she's very stoic at times, but then when she comes out of her shell, she's just amazing.
Well, she gave this amazing speech at one of the awards banquets. Remember, Victoire?
Yes.
I would know that.
While confident. I did not know that she was shy
Yeah.
at all. That's like the best part, like giving them like their little like moments. It gives them like confidence to be like, yeah, I can do this. I can be like more like confident, more comfortable in this space. It's just amazing.
I love these costumes too. They're so
The
I love
costumes
these
just
actors.
worked out so well for this group because I was
Yes.
struggling in my mind. I'm like, Rosa Parks, that era, like, it's very hard with the long dress, and then we found these. I was like, perfect.
perfect with
And
the
your
call.
choreo was just amazing.
Yes.
Oh, there's
Bella. Julia.
I love the waves.
When they wave with their parents.
I love it.
Very regal.
Now those for our pro. usually big pros.
Mabel Fairbanks. She's iconic, absolutely iconic
Mila,
for women of color
Yes.
and skating.
Ela, Cheyenne with a
Diane,
smile. Ramaya.
Maya.
Hey.
So this group of girls actually went to US Nationals in Detroit and performed this for the exhibition after the championship itself. And so for them, I think the experience of being on the massive stage and performing with the likes of, the greats out there, I think it was just a phenomenal experience.
Well, this program
Definitely.
is
And because it was in Detroit, we have a figure skating in Detroit program as well. They combined and really honored Motown. And I thought that was a phenomenal theme.
Detroit team is with third.
We have from prelim to intermediate skaters in this group.
Hey.
Mm.
I love Kami and Kelsey. Just love them
Amy,
together.
Kelsey.
Every time they skate, all their jumps and spins is just so effortless. They're like, yeah, I just did that. I just jumped there.
No problem.
Exactly, no biggie. I love it.
And Maya with the dance.
Jeremiah also, she's off to Howard with a scholarship in engineering. Smart cookie. Smart
Figure
cookie.
I
skating
think
in
it's her birthday
Harlem
today.
also has a separate scholarship. We're trying to do a fundraiser. Their Facebook page, just type in figure skating in Harlem. We're doing a $15,000 fundraiser. I believe
Absolutely, like a little GoFundMe so that the
10K
girls
over.
get some support.
Yeah, definitely. Especially now. It's Taisha.
Taja.
My little big
Aisha always gives the face. She always has the
Yes.
Yeah.
real thing.
Bit of Desiree.
Yeah.
She's in college now.
Doing amazing.
Yeah,
That's
she's doing
important.
communications, I believe.
Yes.
And much like Corey, she was a little bit, hesitant, but once she gets out there and the music's on, it's she's in
Yeah.
her own
I
world.
that hesitation fade away with putting on makeup. Like it came out. You never would have. She had her lashes.
Yeah,
Yes.
she
She
had
came in
on the
great.
lashes. She was ready. I love the prep that the girls do the week before the show. Like you always see like beautiful braids done, their hair. They're all ready for it.
Yeah. Especially because Taisha has like a really deep passion for like dance and just
Yeah.
animation. So putting that on ice and just giving her that platform was like amazing. I just knew that she could like put on that performance. I know it's amazing.
Yes, she does. She's a great dancer. She
Yeah.
does. I think even now she's still
Choreography.
dancing
Yeah,
in
she's still
college.
dancing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really good.
Yeah.
She's one of the many who would make fun of me dancing. They're like that. Please don't stop. Please.
Do you know, like, that's the hardest thing as an adult because it's very hard to stay relevant with, like, whatever dance trends that you girls have. And then, like, TikTok came out and you're just like,
Yes.
I can't
Miss
keep
Bossy
up.
doing the whoa every practice was beautiful.
You teaching me how to do the whoa?
And then the renegade, trying to wear that one. My
Renegade.
kids
Oh
are like,
my god. Oh my god. I could
So
not.
hard.
I
I will
could not.
never regret.
Eight.
Oh, your babies.
Yes. Empire.
Katie's group.
We picked this because, first of all, we should that. Second of all,
I feel like history on the turntables. Old school to new school, like nothing ever been realer.
I felt like it really felt.
Having a Harlem native speak such poetic relevance
Right.
is just who Alicia Keys is, and the girls embodied that, and you really brought that out of them. It was
Right.
beautiful. Delia loved this.
I know, this was her favorite part. And she was, every time she does a lip, she's always like, don't tell her parents. She doesn't want them to know. Because she wants to surprise them in the show. Same way when we lifted her up for the Lion King, she didn't want them to
Yes, ladies.
look at it. You felt it.
Yes.
Did you? Another one to pop so quick.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah. I definitely also, when you're on synchro, as much as you learn like the 1, 2, 3 counts, you mostly are learning these movements to like the lyrics of the song. So you end up
Yeah.
having like the whole song memorized, and you're like moving to like these words. And I just feel like it's just so beautiful when it connects to the music and actually like put out on stage. Just
Empire
Yeah, the
Time.
musicality and rhythm. I think that's the
good.
best part. I
Yeah.
love that you designed the dresses to look like keys, like
Yeah.
piano keys.
Yes.
It was
Right here, they're doing
fantastic.
their homage to New York, Empire State of
Empire
Mind.
State,
Yes.
yes.
Doing their
They
dancing to
love
JT.
that.
No, these girls, I thought they were amazing this year, but they improved so much from last year. I mean, from this past season. They won almost every competition this year. It was amazing.
They
Like
really did.
their Lion King.
And because their skills improved and they have that natural performance aspect, it's just, they're unstoppable.
Yeah.
They have a great coach, Kristen, Katie.
You guys did
We
that.
have students. Like,
You know.
Yeah, and they train, so our synchro teams train in addition to their normal programming. So the girls generally get 2 hours a week on the ice in their normal groups, like the Stars, Pros, Champs, Leaders, and then the synchro teams get an additional hour generally after that. So for 3 hours a week, I'm just, you know what it's like to
they're
skate. We were on the ice 3, 4 hours a day. And to have them at that skill level with, 3 hours a week, it's just, yeah, it's amazing.
one of the best parts of synchro is people traveling together going to the competition. Those
Yes.
are one.
Malala, phenomenal woman.
Yes, definitely.
These were our leaders, our older girls, but it was their first season. And to see them go from not wanting to let go of the barrier to, their
A whole
triplet
performance?
spins. I know.
Yes.
Margaret, she did a wonderful job choreographing this piece. It was clean. It emoted exactly what the girls were feeling at the time. And of course, like our girls who are not in synchro look up to the synchro team so much.
Yeah.
So they're always trying to add aspects of like pinwheels and things like that into it.
Yeah.
They're
It gives them
doing
the
so well.
confidence to know that like one day they'll be able to be on synchro and have that
Yeah.
moment to like perform if they really wanted to.
Little highlight now, they're lunging.
Yeah. I always love when small groups take the ice because they just take up so much space
I know.
unapologetically. And it's so
Yeah.
pretty, especially with these colors and the costumes.
Yeah, I love when the bright colors pop up.
Yes.
Yeah,
With
against
the
the
white
white
like space.
background.
Yes, exactly.
And it was by chance that I found this great song called I Am Malala that had a lot of YouTubers that do covers of great songs come together and did like a kind of a little album in honor of her. I was like, oh, this is perfect. Emily and Isabella.
Hey, that's my sisters. These two,
Maria.
I loved it.
They
Loved
brought us
it.
to life. It was really fun going around Harlem, 125th Street, picking out these costumes with them.
Yeah,
They're
this was a
so
last minute
particular.
costume hunt.
Like
Yeah.
I would pull something out, and Emily was like, "No, I would not wear this." Like we know exactly what they want.
They were paying tribute to Maria Mutola, who was just a phenomenal African-American athlete. So we had to get them in a cute tracksuit. We had to get them doing any kind of like acrobatics, as you'll see soon.
Yes.
And Aaliyah.
Yeah.
At first you don't succeed, you gotta brush yourself off and try again.
I had so much fun doing this with the outfit.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
That also is like the best part, is watching like the girls do the choreo and rehearse.
Cartwheel.
Hey.
They were nervous about doing that cartwheel. Emily wanted to take it out. I believe it was Emily. But then I was like, "You have to do it. You've done it so many times." But then I was so happy when they went for it.
That's courage.
Those
I'm
glasses?
terrified to do cartwheel.
I could never do a cartwheel.
I'm scared my hands are gonna slip, and then I'd like hit my face.
I'd want it really choppy, like super choppy ice to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Students from our chant and leaders groups give a dynamic welcome to Yayoi Brown, Kayla Gay, Amelia
And even like having their names announced, they love it.
I know.
Just like me, yes. Maya Angelou, amazing woman.
I say it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips.
It's so important, I think, for our girls, and we really try to do this every season with our shows, is just have a message that is going to resonate with them a little bit deeper than just, costumes and a performance, because we spend half the season really preparing for the show because we have 200 girls. It's a big production. So having them understand the message behind why we do things, I think, is already like a win. Because then the season after, they'll always come up and be like, "Oh, I really like Maya Angelou. I looked into her, like her spoken word, Sojourner Truth." Like, it's just great to see the girls understand their history and their culture.
Right.
Which is so important, especially in this climate.
Yeah. Especially because we have noticed, even among like my friends, that like a lot of the history that we're learning, a lot of these women that we're learning about, we're just learning about it through skating, or we're just learning about it now during like this pandemic and this like these protests and stuff. We're only now learning about it. Exactly. Like these people
They've
like
been around, they're legendary.
Exactly. Like you would think that like somebody would like mention it to us. So I appreciate these moments when we get to like pay tribute to women who, even if it's not in athletics or in sports, but just women who paved the way just like us, just giving us
that you would not have known about.
Exactly.
It's limited in the education realm how broad you dig into the history of different aspects.
Right. Skating definitely does that. It opens that way for you to like see that different side of, like, see the positive side of people who look just like, or grew up in Harlem just like you, and like had that passion for music.
Yeah.
Have to proceed that and like go through that in life. Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, you can see the emotion in the programs brought out once you guys really get an understanding. Like the growth from the beginning of the season, when you first hand out to the music, once they really learn and know the person, it's like so different.
Yes, especially because a lot of these are first times. I know my best friend Megan is on this, and this is like her first time being with older girls, and then a lot of the older girls, it was their last year, and some of them, some of their best friends were leaving. So it's just like, and a lot of for the younger kids, their first performance, the emotion into it. It's just honestly beautiful.
That lift was
that
extension.
I remember you, Lashi, helping them.
I really had, they weren't delusions of grandeur as I was told by the girls. I was like, you can do this. I know you can. And they did it. They did it.
Yes.
I
But
love
they
setting
practiced off the
challenges.
ice safely first.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Watch
definitely
that.
had synchro specialists come in and work out exactly how it was going to look.
Oh, these parts, I remember doing them backstage. We were like practicing
Yeah.
it through the glass.
That's one thing. All of you girls know, they all know each other's programs.
Definitely.
You see
Exactly.
them
I
in
would
the
go to
back
my own.
dancing.
Yes.
They all want to
We
do.
had Deanne Richburg come in and she did the end piece. She's from Brown Body, which is like what's a artistic organization that kind of cultivates African space on the ice. And the girls really took to like these really traditional movements of their culture, and to see them do it and integrate it with skating was so cool. Oh, perfect curtsies.
Cool.
Those curtsies. Sonia Sotomayor.
They
So this is,
a bunch of the girls got to meet Sonia this year, right?
yeah. So we were so gifted with the opportunity to go to Washington and meet with her in like a little private room, and she just discussed her history, coming from the Bronx and going through what it takes to become a lawyer, and obstacles you have as women, obstacles you have as a woman of color, and to know that this was highlighted for her, and then to now watch it and look back, it's just like, wow.
Pretty amazing.
Sabra did a great job with choreo with this. And of course JLo, because
Of course.
we all love the queen.
I swear, those red flowers, my favorite part. Adding that
I
color
know
to
they
those
really made
outfits.
they really made it pop.
Accessorizing. They were also happy that they were long sleeves.
Lucky.
They're like, yes,
I
we're
know
gonna
they
be
always
warm.
cheer when they have long sleeves,
Yeah.
unless it's something itchy.
Yeah.
I remember if it was an itchy collar, you wouldn't hear
Yep.
the end of it.
They were like, you're trying to sew Velcro in back or something to make it less itchy.
Wow. They're so excited in the tent, getting ready to come on in the costume tent. They get all jittery, like, it's happening, it's happening.
I love it.
I love the build up behind
Yeah.
before you guys go up.
So we have like this costume and prop tent that's quite near where the girls enter the rink, and it's kind of like a holding area. So like last minute things, and there's always so much great energy in there because they know like in 2 minutes we're gonna be on and this is happening and we worked so hard for this. And then they get off, they're like, we want to do it again, we want to do it again.
Yeah, it ends so quickly. Like you would think that this
It's
program that you
crazy.
work on all year would be so much
Yep.
longer, but it's like that moment.
100%. So we have some of the girls that were on the synchro team, and this is their like program group. Bit of Mary J. Blige.
These jacks, they all love them.
I
And
know
my
a lot of
cousin's in
the
this.
staff were like, so where
Can
can
we
we
have
get
that?"
these jackets?
Right. Oh my gosh,
Some
that
of
happens
them-
all the time in the locker rooms. We're like, hey, I will give you my leotard if you give me a jacket. Like people definitely had like plans. Like I will take this from you at the end.
trade.
Yeah, we used to trade costumes at the end.
Kayla and Natalie did a phenomenal job choreographing this. So Marie Van Britten Brown actually was one of the first that pioneered closed circuit television, which
Right.
is something that I don't think many people knew about. She was also a nurse. So to be a nurse,
Wow.
an inventor, and a phenomenal woman, we had to highlight her with some Mary J.
Definitely.
Mary J is a phenomenal woman.
Yes, she is. I feel like the Catch Spielman was such a favorite that season.
They love doing those.
Yeah.
Like all the girls.
It's like a balancing thing. Once they caught that balance, they were just, all right, we're doing it in everything.
Yes,
Yeah.
we loved it. We used to practice it off ice. I'd be like, "Hey, you learned that in that program? I think that's cool. Let's try this.
Try it. Let's try
Teach me
it.
this. Let's try this."
Yes.
Little Pamela. Yes. Oh, they have to bow.
Can't forget the bow.
Oh,
Ooh.
that was a fancy one.
That was a snazzy.
Loves that.
So Phoebe and I, we did this program. It was so fun for them to watch.
I love the choreography.
Sarah Bareilles is a phenomenal singer just in her own right, but the film clip to this was so great.
Go Maxine. Look at that.
Yeah. And this was tributing Habern Girma, who was the first blind and deaf African-American woman to be accepted into Harvard.
Wow.
And it just shows that, gotta be brave.
There's so much I learned from these shows that I just know before. So
Yeah.
Yo,
We have
these songs
Malaya
are stuck in my
Sam.
head. I loved it.
Yeah,
The songs are stuck in your head for the rest of the year. Yeah.
Yes.
I love
We had a girl in here, Malaya. She's also graduating class of 2020.
it.
She's going off to, I think, SUNY to do photography.
all of our seniors are going to
Yeah.
college. And so far, since the program has started, they've all gone on to college.
I know, that's the greatest thing. We have 100% success rate with all our girls going off to college. Oh, little Natalie. I'm always impressed with a split, let alone a jump split.
Exactly. But I love that. Even when some of them are like first time skating, they have like previous experience in like dance and like gymnastics, or just like playing around in their house, and they're like, hey, I can do this, and they learn to do it on ice, and it's just like,
I know, figure it out.
oh, exactly. I'm like, how? Like, it's amazing. I love watching that.
Even
Oh
some
my
of the little the
Oh,
youngest girls.
look at you, Victoire.
I'm kind of right there. That's so cute.
Front and center.
I love that dress.
This
So
was
much.
one of my favorite routines in the whole show.
Oh, I was so nervous learning this.
You did beautifully. So our
You had
vision here
to-
was that these girls were stars, and then the girls that come on after are the mathematicians that sent, the US into space, and that was highlighted in the movie Hidden
Right.
Figures.
Ah, Pammy.
And this artist, Mother Feather, the song was called Constellation.
Yeah.
It was so dreamy and glowy.
I have so
And we
many
really-
compliments to the music choice in this show. Like every piece, every time I would look, I have to look up every song and just
Yes.
reading about it. Great choices.
Vashi does a really good job at that. I always download like all the music. So, I'm like, what's this?
I think once you've skated yourself and, being a choreographer, you know how important it is that the connection has to be met. Otherwise, it just feels like something's off, right? You need to understand why, and the girls go home and listen, so you want it to be reflective. And Cerise, Jade, and Mari, look at them.
They did an amazing job representing
Look at Cerise.
these
I
women,
love her.
and they killed it.
They really did. And they knew everything about the women. Mari is actually on Broadway now, Little Mari and the Maroons. Once on the Island she's in. So she has that performance aspect in her blood.
Beautiful.
Straight up twirling.
I believe Jade also is a performer.
Yeah.
A bunch of them have
models as
secret
well.
talent.
Too cute. I remember when we finally got them paired, like where me and Pamela were like, "That's my child now." Like these are all our children. Like these.
I love these girls do that.
We've adopted them. They're ours.
Yeah, they're mine. No paperwork needed, but they're mine. Yeah. It was too cute. It was so cute. I loved this number.
Talk about hidden talents and what they bring from their house. This split cartwheel from these little, like, where's that from?
Look at the timing. It was like,
and they just started skating.
Look at Jade. She's like, yep, I nailed it.
I got this.
Oh, Cerise.
That's so extra. This program is awesome. Yes, Ty.
Taija had so much fun helping this.
I know, it was fantastic. The girls all brought their own little piece to it. Cheyenne.
Again with the glitter. You needed the glitter for this, for the sequence.
It was funny though, because if you know this song, there was a remix of it with P. Diddy in like the 2000s. And they had no idea how influential Diana Ross was with like music. And I'm like, girls, you gotta learn your history.
Exactly.
Look at them. Oh, the windows.
Hey.
Oh, this is another one, the little ones especially would try and imitate.
Copy it from backstage.
Copy.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see myself dancing to this behind the camera.
Yeah. A little shake.
I forced Taija to teach me. I was like, Taija, I need to know this whole routine, front and back, the whole thing. It was just amazing. I just loved it.
In the red flare.
Exactly. And it works day or night, especially at the nighttime when it's just like light on everyone's camera.
Yeah, and it catches.
Yes, and then in the daytime, just like red on like white of them just like dancing. It's just amazing.
And Diana was known for like her gorgeous sequin ball gowns that she'd wear with her natural hair out.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Taylor, Cheyenne, Ela, Taija, Shamaya.
All graduated
now.
Oh my gosh, they
all
both
graduated now.
All of them.
Yeah.
Oh, these are your girls. Katie choreographed this number honoring Michelle Obama.
With Yasmin. Like, Michelle Obama is such like a strong role model. She's inspired so many. Like, I thought this music that you picked was perfect to showcase that. And she lifts so many people up. So I was trying to emulate that by having the girls lift each other up. So that was my vision. Yeah.
Andra Day is such a powerhouse.
Yes. And I thought it was really cute.
Zoe.
The little girls are lifting the big girls.
Right.
And it's so ironic because now we have that amazing video of her name is Caitlin, the viral video.
Yeah.
Right now, supporting her piece of beauty at the Black Lives Matter Plaza.
Definitely.
Yeah, that was just beautiful.
Like, amazing.
It will be forever relative, you know.
Yes. I love these costumes too, the colors.
Yeah. They go with the
Obama
mood
is
of the song.
known for her classic, beautiful kind of image. She was always poised and she held herself as a first lady with such
Definitely.
high regard that it's such an inspiration to our girls.
Yes. Worry about
The drama, I love the drama, Katie.
I
You're
know.
so good at getting the
Beautiful.
girls to feel it.
Beautiful.
Well, they do it like I just play off with them. Some of these
Little
stuff.
Brienne. That's so cool.
Oh, this last little lift, I was inspired by you, and you did that lift with
Yes.
oh, I was like, stop doing this now. Oh, can't see, but over to the side, they do like a flip. They flip Brienne.
Oh, I love waves.
Oh,
I love waves.
we love a domino wave.
Yes.
Little Brienne, she's so tiny
It's so
between all
tiny.
the
It's so
girls.
cute.
I love when
Well,
the
that's
little kids and the older kids get together and they just get together because they both have
same.
the exact same just like poise and regal energy, but they're all like different heights. I'm just like
I
I'm
know, but it works.
it works, definitely. Ooh,
Oh,
Cool.
Frida.
I just might be in this number.
Yeah. Victoire has a lot of guest appearances.
Who would have thought?
Bit of flamenco. We were worried about the headbands. We had
Yes.
to tie them because they were too flappy.
Yeah.
I love those headbands. And I love the hidden, like, bright skirt underneath, the hot pink.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey.
Cardi B.
Was this one of your outfits you were talking about you weren't sure about? And then when
Yes.
you brought it on the ice, you loved it.
I loved it. I fell in love with this outfit. And this was the first time I ever showcased my backspin after I learned it, like officially learned it.
Yeah.
And even now I'm still like making it better, but this is the first time I ever like performed it and I was so excited. I was so excited for it.
You know, backspins are just like, you know, they're that crux of transition as a skater. You know, so many things come from that.
Yeah.
So it's a win once you get it.
That's a hard one to get.
We had a little instrumental Cardi B to keep it instrumental
and family friendly.
Family friendly.
But they loved it.
Yeah.
Yes. I didn't care. I was like,
Everybody was so
Party.
jealous. Everyone else wanted to skate to this. Who wasn't in this program.
everyone
Yeah,
wanted
this song was at its peak at this time.
Nadia.
Little split, waltz jump. Oh, she saved the
Got
day.
though. She got it.
Zoe.
period,
Oh,
Zoe.
fantastic. We have Michaela. She's off to
she's
college
leaving me too.
Yeah. They'll be back. They always come back in their like
Yeah.
Thanksgiving breaks and have a skate with the
We
girls.
even have
It's the
some that come
greatest.
back and coach.
Yeah.
Benzie, she's coaching.
Ela.
Ela.
Phenomenal skater.
She's off to Adrian skating in college.
Yeah.
It's crazy that she's leaving because she's a part of so many of our childhoods. Even though she was a child, she's definitely like a part of all our growing processes, like us even getting into synchro. Us being even wanting to get on OJ was because she was there. And all of her friends were just like, so enthusiastic and just had all the skills and were so flexible. We wanted to be like her so much. to a point where like me and my cousin Pamela, I used to call her Martian. I was like, she's not human. She's out of this world. Like she's something else, and we loved her. And it's just like to see her grow and to see her continue that skating career even into like college, which is some place I'm so scared to go. It just like makes us like so proud of her and just us inspired to like we can do that. Like we can continue this skill. Like this is not something that only she can do. Like she always used to have like sit downs with me and tell me like I might be able to do this, but you're able to do this. Have promotion, have these. She always made us feel like we were just as on top as she was, and it was amazing. Okay.
And that's
So
what
many of the girls look up to her.
Yes.
exactly.
Very
And that's
sweet.
what we love, because representation in this sport is so important. And even within our organization, having leaders come out of this and feel like they can inspire and motivate others is just the confidence there. And then she comes here and it's that homage to leadership.
I love
Being
those
the little ones.
These little ones killed it. It was so fun doing this behind them during practice.
Yeah.
I just want to do the whole program.
And Aretha,
Elma,
God bless her. Amazing.
Kennedy.
They
Talk
were
about
so
sad.
excited.
For nothing but sad.
Yes.
Kayla,
We used to joke around that like you cannot go through a skating season without hearing this song. Like this is like the FSH staple to play this song. It's amazing, and you fall in love with it every time. Like it's like you've heard it for the first time every time.
Oh my gosh, Kennedy.
Yeah, Kennedy.
Period, sis.
Allison did a great job with this number.
Yes, I remember this.
I remember we're all at the side doing this.
Yeah, everyone is dancing to this one.
Little Miss Lopez, the pony flicks. I love it.
She's got that high pony.
Oh, it's such a beautiful thing to watch all of this the whole way through. So we had the older girls come out and lead the younger ones. They take their big bow. And Jordan, who still has not left the ice.
I know. She's going strong.
Unbelievable. I know, right? And you capture things in a way that just has never been done.
Really. When this comes, it always comes so fast, the finale.
Right?
Yes.
We always have our long days, and then it's just over. It's crazy.
That's skating. Think about it. We trained for years and years and years for a 2-minute and a 3.5-minute program.
Yep.
And explaining that to a non-skater is like
Crazy.
you have to really like. But I do this and I do this. You have to like really explain it, but it's just a magical
They're
thing.
like, what?
Yes, it's worth it.
100%.
It's beautiful to see this all the way through because I always have like other classmates who are like, what are you doing Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and sometimes Sunday mornings? And I'm just like, this result really like it pays off. I couldn't go hang out after school, but you know what? I had a whole performance. You know, I got dressed
Beautiful
up.
sacrifice.
Exactly. It's so worth it.
There's great skaters, great coaches. They really make the program and bring it all together. Figure skating in Harlem is just... I personally, as a woman of color who skated and grew up in an environment where I was always generally the only woman of color, to have this program and know that girls can kind of propel themselves into the skating realm by having the background and the skills and the knowledge and performance experience is just wonderful, and I hope this goes on for centuries.
Yeah, I love the sisterhood it creates because everyone generally, like, they really care about each other, and because they can become super close afterwards, and talking to the seniors, that's like one of the biggest things they
Yeah.
say.
They grow up with each other.
Yes.
Exactly. Lifetime sisters and just like family. And I feel like even the coaches, like they always remind us that when we're with our friends and we might be like the first, like the only girls of color that they know who skate, like it's okay being the first. And being the first is like amazing. Like I swear this program will never like always ensures me that like that fear, that nervousness of like being in the spotlight, like don't have that anymore. Like I'm so willing to like come on these platforms and talk because like this program has literally just been my life for like a decade. And I do not regret any moment of it. Just like all of it is beautiful and just like unique. And I probably would not have been as close to a lot of the girls that I'm close to and found those like sisterhoods and even like finding like aunties within Miss Vashti and all my coaches. Just like finding that family within you guys. I 100% know I would not have found you guys and being able to have as much fun on those bus rides with you guys if it wasn't for this program, honestly.
That's what makes it.
Yes,
Yeah.
family of it.
And to see girls of all different ages who are going into all different fields,
Yes.
and especially our class of 2020, because you got a feel for what's happened in the last couple of months, and to see them power through and go on. It's like with skating, you learn that discipline of, you know, when you fall, you get back up. You have to keep going.
Yeah.
And that's
I've carried
something
that with
still,
me.
right?
I'm still doing it.
Ugh.
Oh, this song was amazing for the end.
Yeah. Black Panther came out, so that was a big inspiration. We were all Wakanda forever-ing.
Oh my God. I remember screaming that on the ice.
Yeah.
Oh, Vashti, I hope we get to do we get to perform your environment show.
Yeah, we had
live.
Skating to Sustainability show prepped for this season, and because of COVID, we were unfortunately not able to perform it, but hopefully, you know, our program is also really, it's funded by the people, as is a lot of great organizations and a non-profit. So with the support of everyone, it helps us continue, and that's something that we really need, and give these girls a great opportunity to shine. I really hope we can keep going.
Not only on the ice, there's so much they learn
off the ice.
Well, all these trips.
The offices, the trips, definitely. Being able to go to the Apollo and all those acting, being able to see all the actors on stage, and then be able to go to a show where you perform shows like that. Like I remember going to like Gloria Steinem and like going to Motown the musical right before we had done it for Synchro. Like stuff like that, being able to like put that artistic side to it on the ice and off the ice, and seeing those and be able to like meet those actors was phenomenal, amazing.
It connects everything.
Exactly.
The girls did a campaign for Ivy Park. That in itself
that was
really
awesome.
highlighted like skating and beautiful women of color translating into the realm of so many sports, not just the sports that, you know, people of color are recognized for on a bigger scale.
Yeah.
Oh, babies. Shout out to all the coaches and stuff, because honestly, it takes a village. And thank you, Jordan. What you've captured is something that the girls are going to take with them forever.
Definitely.
And
my pleasure, really.
Also to life.
Yeah. Can you imagine me looking back on this in senior year?
Yeah, the tears.
Bawling.
I'm gonna end up crying. I know I'm gonna end up crying.
You will. And all the little ones.
That's wonderful. But really, Jordan, thank you so much for being a part of this. It's,
Thank
no
you for
words can describe the
it.
gratitude.
Yeah,
Seriously.
thank you for inviting me to this.
Thank you for having me. I mean, it was just an amazing thing to be a part of, you know, for one day for me to just kind of come and do what I could with a camera.
You're a forever friend of figure skating in Harlem, Jordan.
Oh,
always.
thank you. I'm so happy.
You just stepped right in with no rehearsal.
Yep.
Well, I mean, and I'm filming with a completely better equipment than this now. So who knows when I get to come and work with you guys in another show, it's going to be even better, I promise.
You have revolutionized how we view skating, and yeah, you changed the game. You really did.
Thank you. Well, you guys have revolutionized, I think, how people see skating. I mean, as they can see from this video right now, it's just, it's not what you typically see on television. And that is what I'm trying to show. So thank you for giving me that opportunity.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's great.
And thank you to everybody in the audience who was watching this with us. Of course, this will be available for replay, and I might post the original video sometime in the future as well. But for now, like, it was great to have you guys on the show, and hearing everything you had to say about every number just added even more information to the background of these historic female figures and the history of figure skating in Harlem, past, present, and future.
Yes, thanks for
letting us
supporting.
Enjoy the show all over again.
Yep.
Yeah.
So nostalgic.
So what's the best resource for people to get to know more about figure skating in Harlem?
Figureskatinginharlem.org. That has
where it's
everything
at.
on it. And then we're on social media, Facebook, Instagram. If you just Google figure skating in Harlem, all those will pop up.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%. We love and we need support, and the girls will be forever revolutionized, as Jordan said. It's great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for being a part of this. Thank you to our audience. Thank you to the patrons of On Ice Perspectives that make what I do possible. It allows me to do whatever I want to do. So this is what I want to do. And I will see you guys next time for the next live show, or hopefully I get to come back to another Figure Skating in Harlem Ice show and broadcast the show live as it happens.
Oh, that would be
That's
amazing.
the dream.
Please.
Thanks
That'd be
for
amazing.
watching, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you. Have a good night,
you.
everybody. Bye-bye.
Good night.